We are running through week 6 betting lines right here at the Voice of College Football, not just here on the FSU channel, but throughout our network of channels, courtesy Steve Merrill from Wager Talk. He makes it all happen for us, and we appreciate his time and expertise. WagerTalk.com is the place to be to check out Steve's work, but also on Patreon. 5-0 in his under-the-radar selections through the first 5 weeks of the season. All right, Steve, we've got Florida State and NC State. Seminoles got a big win 2 weeks ago, but then they come back home and lose to Wake by 10. NC State, talk about a letdown. They were really building up toward that Clemson game. They go on the road and get handled. NC State's a 3-point pick at home against FSU.
Yeah, Florida State's really blew their chance for the great season because they caught Wake Forest in a huge letdown spot last week after that loss against Clemson in overtime. And they couldn't take advantage, as you mentioned, losing outright by 10 as a 6-point favorite. And now they're catching NC State in a pretty good letdown spot after a loss against Clemson. So, I mean, look, Florida State's caught 2 back-to-back good opponents off games against Clemson in which they really got beat up, went down to the wire. So we'll see if FSU can take advantage this week. Currently, NC State is a 3-point favorite, minus $1.15, so you got a little extra juice. Some spots have moved to minus 3.5 as we head closer to the weekend. My power ratings favor NC State by exactly 3 points in this game. So I think the line is spot on. Very difficult to handicap this game with the mindset of NC State after that tough loss. But they are a good pass defense this season, holding teams to just 5.3 yards per pass. Florida State's been throwing the ball pretty effectively this year, 9.5 yards per pass play. Really good offense overall. NC State does rate as a slightly better defensive team, but I think FSU holds a substantial offensive edge in this game. So even though they let me down last week, I thought that was a good spot to fade Wake. I think offensively they can get it done here, and they're the better offensive team by a good margin here, catching some points. And as you said, if NC State comes in a little flat after that Clemson loss, Florida State might be worth a look, especially if we can get plus 3.5 or more, which we're starting to see in some sports books.
Folks, lock in on 2 destinations. Patreon.com, search Mark Rogers TV. You get Steve's under-the-radar selection each and every week, exclusively right there. He's 5-0 against the spread on his under-the-radar selections. And, of course, Steve's full array of selections and money management system, WagerTalk.com. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks, Mark.